Okay, about KET4CP, I would like to start first explaining what are KETs. KETs are a group of technologies that, according to the definition from the European Commission, would allow industries to retain competitive and also to open new markets. These six technologies are nanotechnology, industrial biotechnology, photonics, advanced materials, advanced manufacturing, nano and microelectronics. These technologies can help companies and also SMEs to create new innovative business, to improve or create new processes and smart products and services. And because this improvement or creation of processes so require the development of more efficient processes, this means that it's also contributing to a greener economy, for example, by producing products with less emissions or technologies that require less energy demand. Ideally, these new technologies and knowledge that the technology centers are created should be adopted by companies, and they can create, as I told you, these new products and increase the EU competitiveness. The problem is that there are still some challenges and barriers in several regions of Europe. In the case of SMEs, for example, they are lacking the knowledge on how they can apply these KETs to their business. They also, because they don't have this knowledge, they avoid to use these KETs because they don't fully understand, and also they can result in higher investments. Additionally, they also lack the access to KET technology infrastructures and services that can help them to employ these KETs. On the other side, the KET technology centers, the distribution of these type of KETs that they are providing services such as proof of concept, demonstration, pilot production in the whole Europe is not equal. In this map, you can see, for example, in that green, there are some countries where the number of technology centers are higher, like, for example, in Spain, Germany. Other than medium, in the case of light green, but there are also several regions in Europe where the country, they don't have access to many KET technology centers. Okay, to face this challenge, so the goal of KET4CleanProduction was to establish a growing open innovation ecosystem by interconnecting three main stakeholders, which are the companies, the SMEs, KET technology centers, and also EEN partners, with the aim to develop innovative solutions for a cleaner production processes in Europe, independent of the region. For this, the task that KET4CleanProduction does is first to inform about opportunities for transnational collaboration for companies with service providers across Europe. It offers also a platform where the companies, they can submit technology requests to find the matched needs. Also serves as a matching tool, linking manufacturing SMEs with key enabling technologies that can provide a solution to their problems. Also, within the project, we award SMEs across Europe with 50,000 grants to kickstart their collaboration with international KETTCs. And in this way, we tested how this international collaboration with technology centers worked. We are a growing ecosystem. We started from 20 partners, so the original project partners, and we have grown to 52 partners across 25 European countries. So we have around 30 technology centers by the moment and around 20 EEN members. Now, I wanted to talk about which are the services that KET4CleanProduction can provide to your SMEs clients. We have defined a series of services, for example, technology access, support, and consultancy. This was the service that we tested in our micro grants that I will talk in detail after that. Another service is commissioning a technology report. For example, if a company needs for any reason to present a report, the technology center, they can support them with that. Also, study tours or visit in our high-tech facilities and facility access. For example, to use a prototype line or to make any kind of testing that the company would like to do before, for example, doing a high investment. About the first services, technology access, support, and consultancy, as I told you, so we have a micro grant funding in the project, and the scope was to test this cross-border cooperation to solve clean production challenges. These projects, they consist of one manufacturing SME and two KET technology centers from 2 different countries. We have 8 open calls in total from July 2018, and the last one was last year in June. We could finance a total of 40 projects, each one with a duration of 6 months and as financial support for 50,000 euros. In total, we allocated 2 million euros for SMEs to Europe to do this type of collaboration. The results of these projects where in these 2 years, as I told you, from 2018 to 2020, we got in total 152 technology requests from 28 countries. For these technology requests, our KET technology centers, they could provide offers to 97 of them. From these 97, 92 prepared proposals to financing in this microgrant scheme, and 40 projects were funded.
Sure.
The success stories that we collected with these 40 projects, they are available in our website, so you can go to, here is the information, and read the success stories about the different KETs. We will present you some examples of the success story, and afterwards, so the partners will do that. Yes, finally, I just want to show you how to become a member as a EEN. So you can go and register in our KET4CleanProduction website and register as a technology user, because it's the service that you want to provide to your SMEs. You can also learn more about KETs and about the KET4CleanProduction platform and become a certified member. So you just go to our training section in the website, so you can find several videos, and after the video you can take the quiz, and we will receive the results, and we can give you the certificate. We will also be very glad if you can be part of our EEN map. So in the KET4CleanProduction website, we have a map with all our KET, disease, and EEN partners. And for this, you can contact us and we will provide more information. Finally, before we continue with our presentation, I wanted also to invite you to our event that is on June the 10th. And this is the project final conference from KET4CleanProduction as a project, but also is the official launch of the platform, and it is also a brokerage event. So you have the opportunity to invite your companies and to have some bilateral meetings to possible collaborations. This event is also registered in the EEN intranet. And if you are interested, you can also participate as a co-organizer. So you just contact me and let me know. Until this is the first part of the presentation. As I told you, if you have any question, you can write it down and then we can answer at the end. But and now we can continue with the second part of our event, that is the benefits of the KET4CleanProduction for EEN members. So I want to first invite my colleague Alexandra Fetza from Steinbeis Europa Centro that will tell you a little bit more about it. Thank you, Alex.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to present some benefits for EN members to talk about the connection between the two projects. I will share my screen. I can't. Could you please? I think now it's. You don't see it, or no?
Yes, we see
It's
it, Alex.
we see it in a normal way because I see only the presentation modus. But if you see it, okay, then it's fine. Okay. First, some. No, that's not the right presentation. I can't share the right presentation at the moment.
Alex, we see the presentation which says benefits of KET4CleanProduction.
Yeah, but
EN.
it's not the right presentation. Sorry for that. And now just. So now you should see a full screen. Is that correct of my presentation? Yes. Okay. So first of all, I just want to give a short introduction of Steinbeis Europazentrum Steinbeis 2E, just that everybody knows we are in the Enterprise Europe network. So as we have many hats on and many different things and projects that we take care of. First is that we are the contact point for small and medium-sized enterprises in Baden-Württemberg. In the name of the local Minister for Economic Affairs, Labor and Tourism. We are also contact point for universities of applied science in Baden-Württemberg, and we are member of the Enterprise Europe network. We are in the network and the former ERC network since 25 years, so we are really have long time experience within the network. Just to show you our network in Baden-Württemberg, that is a really huge network. We have 11 partners that most of them are located in on local basis, and we also have the ministry in our network, which is very interesting because then everything is more on a political view, more interesting, as we get all the time the full commitment of the ministry. And our coordinator is Handwerk International. So, that is our network. And you can see we already have a lot of regional interaction to do. But nevertheless, we in the last 2 years used also the KET4CleanProduction, and I just want to show you how this can help USAN to fulfill your deliverables now and also in the upcoming new AN project that will start from 2022. first of all, in the now, but also in the future, the client journey will be something very important that where you can need to have intensive contact with your client. You have to help them really to find the right solution, and with all these things provided by the KET4Clean production network, this can help you to do that. Then we have the hub and spoke model that is now also coming, where you can have really close contact, and you need to have close contact with stakeholders, not only in your region, but all over the EAN, and where you then can have this contact for having your SMEs, giving them the right support to be more innovative and more resilient for upcoming challenges. Also, it is very important, as you can get direct contact with experts from different technology topics, as we heard from Alejandra already. And the good thing with that is that these experts already have experience in working together with SMEs. So this makes it much easier for both sides to work together, as SME, as we learned, often have the problem that they don't now know really how to get in contact with this RTD or experts, as they are not really familiar with the wording and the way they work on this innovative projects. But with that, you have that. And you know that the good thing is that at the end, for example, you can have a partnership agreement or even an ASO and as a deliverable. You can have profiles that you can use also for the EAN net work, which makes it really much easier for the SMEs and also for your daily work. It is sure that we already in the Enterprise Youth Network have the sector groups. We have the sector groups also for some of the technology that the KET is focusing on. But you know, I don't see that, and you shouldn't see that as something that is additional work, but it's something that even makes you stronger in the technology experience and helps your client even more to get in contact with the real technology provider. And you can have a lot of best practice experience in the next presentations. There will be a lot about best practice, knowledge sharing experience that arise from this project. So I think that is a really good opportunity to get in contact and learn more and make great experiences. Also, it is not only about funding on Horizon Europe, but also regional and other third-party funding, as a lot of these KET technology centers are very experienced and know really good where to find the right support and can help them to do so. That was really a short overview of mine about the benefits. If you have questions or you need more clearance on how to really get your deliverables, like the partnership agreements or the technology offers or the expressions of interest that you have to provide in the Enterprise Europe Network, I'm more than happy to tell you more on a bilateral level. So please feel free to ask questions for the question and answer session, or get in contact with my colleagues and me afterwards. So thank you for the moment. I will give back the screen to Alejandra.
Thank you very much. So we will continue now with the input from by Sultan. So Adam.
Thank you, Alejandra. I've switched on my microphone and also the camera. And just a moment, I will also share my presentation to continue with our point of view of using the platform and being part of the project. I hope you can see my screen now. So my name is Adam Molnár, and I represent the Technology Center Baj Zoltán Nonprofit Ltd. In Hungary. And I have participated in the microgrant process as a facilitator for most part of the project. First, a few words about the research center itself that I work in. We have been operating for quite a long time now as a public non-profit research center. Our format is actually now a company with more than 220 employees, the majority of whom work as researchers. So on the national scale in Hungary, we are quite large. Our divisions, there are 4 of them, have their own distinct professional technical areas. I myself, with several other colleagues, work at the Knowledge Management Center, which is a horizontal unit helping the technical divisions in international scale projects and other support tasks. We have 8 main areas of technical expertise, and our locations are scattered in Hungary with 3 main sites and actually 5 smaller locations in the country. We have participated in a number of international projects. Maybe it's worth mentioning. Altogether, these projects have had more than 150 partners from 42 different countries. So we do have some international background. Out of these, I would like to show you the partnerships that we have in international networks. We are a strategic partner of the Enterprise Europe network in Hungary, and our other partnerships are mainly connected to the KET areas that we also brought into the KET4CP project to offer as services to the companies. Now a few words about our actual activities as a technology center. As I said, we have participated in the project from the pilot phase, from the very beginning, and we went through all the steps that the project had with a gradual expansion of the participating technology centers and the setting up of the platform that is the main focus also of today's presentation or event, let's say. So as you can see, the whole process itself can be represented as a pyramid here. I don't want to talk about many details because there will be later a specific presentation on the process, but I would like to highlight the numbers to show you the approximate efficiency, let's say, or coverage that we have had from the beginning of addressing SMEs. We had 5 dissemination events in Hungary, which altogether had 150 participants. Of course, we have targeted these participants to be mostly those SMEs for whom the KET4CP platform and the services could be interesting. Altogether, we have facilitated 20 technology requests from SMEs, which came from 7 different countries. And the technology requests sometimes had to be, the SME had to be kind of mentored to be able to focus on the targets of the KET4CleanProduction, because their activities were very often diverse, but we managed to do it in 20 different cases, as you can see, and we have participated as a TC in altogether 19 microgrant proposals. That's, of course, a different activity from facilitating the TRs, but the numbers are roughly the same. Finally, we have had 8 successfully completed microgrant projects with a total budget share, meaning the budget that actually was allocated to Biozoltan of more than 160,000 euros. And in the work, in the technology development work that was part of the microgrant projects, we involved 3 of our technical divisions. Actually, the only reason we didn't involve all 4, because at the time the 4th one didn't exist, because it was created only this year. But actually, all our technical areas which are linked to the KET areas were involved in one or several of the successfully completed microgrant projects, and our colleagues or myself, depending on the cases, were acting as the TC facilitators, facilitating the whole process from the beginning or from the bottom of the pyramid to the top. So just to sum up in numbers, we have reviewed over this process and over the years about 50 technology requests, and we have submitted about 30 expressions of interest to TRs submitted by companies as an answer, as an offer of our services. And we have motivated about 25 SMEs to actually submit technology requests. Not all of them did in the end, of course, but most of them actually saw the potential, the opportunity, and they did. Now, after showing you the process itself, I would like to focus on one of the cases of the microgrant, one of the success stories, because we think it very well demonstrates how the SME got involved with our project, us as a technology center, and actually it's a good example also of how to continue one such collaboration. So in this case, the SME, the company is called the Dorothy Pack. It's a production company of machinery used in food packaging, in the food packaging industry. They are not packaging food themselves, but they produce and they install machinery that does. And in this very case, the objective was to increase the efficiency of a meat processing plant by automating the product packaging processes, because they were manual. The SME understood very well that the focus of the project is not job creation this time, but savings, making it more efficient and more clean, the production process. So the steps of the project were adjusted to these objectives very nicely. They consisted of developing a camera system for the product loading robot, designing and manufacturing the so-called creepers for handling the products, which were actually chicken legs, breasts, and wings, and then manufacturing the structure that hygienically is appropriate, because the food industry obviously has very high hygienic standards, and at the same time is capable of being integrated with the loading robot. So in this work, 2 technology centers were involved, Biozoltan, us, who facilitated the process, and Leitat Technology Center from Spain. Now, this KET4CP microgrant project that was successfully completed covered development up to TRL level 5, which was the production of the prototype for machine vision and the gripper design. And then the company, of course, didn't stop here, which I think was a very wise decision from them, but also we facilitated them to take a further step and receive EU funding from another project, from a third party, offering third-party funding called S3 Food. And that project by Dorothy Pack was also completed after KET4CP microgrant, and they achieved the development of the same objective to TRL6. Now, further collaboration is underway with them, so we didn't stop collaboration here. They are collaborating with our division for biotechnology for a related but separate task, because the KET4CP project was in collaboration with our division for smart systems. So this has a different focus, but as you can see, collaboration is ongoing. And this the same success story is published in detail at the KET4CP project website at the address below. I hope this was a good example to show the nature, the specific example of the nature of the collaboration. But remember, now we have the platform, and the platform is offering an automated matching tool, which is making the whole matching process much more efficient than we had in the pilot phase, when everything went so to say manually, with all the technology requests being presented at weekly meetings. Now it's all automatic, and there is the opportunity to upload information directly by the SME, and the matching is automatic. The benefit for us, as we see it, is exactly the reduction in time between the steps, because it eliminates the need for regular online meetings, and there is much less waiting time for feedback. So it's also good for the companies, the SMEs, because they can get the feedback, the answers, and start the work, if the matching is successful, much sooner, much earlier. So to sum up, for us, the benefits of the KET4CP platform and network are, there's a long list here, as you can see, but really the essence is that it's a strong international partnership. It's a network of technology centers that have the core, knows each other from previous work in the project, and it offers constantly updated information and opportunities, and a high level of innovation services, which are based on actually proven collaboration models, let's say, or partnerships. That's, I think, a huge benefit that can be utilized also by newcomer members. And the SMEs that have been linked also emphasize the benefits that they have gained through benefiting from the KET4CP services. So I think this is the end of my presentation. I hope that the short insight that I offered you was successful, that there will be more insights coming. For now, I thank you for your kind attention.
Microphone.
Thank you, Adam, for your input. And now we will continue with Terra Technopolis. So, Elizabeth, I will show your presentation, and so please.
Okay, so hello to everyone. My name is Elizabeta Mijatovic. I'm from Terra Technopolis, a Croatian EN partner. And I will present you something about Terra's experience in KET4CleanProduction, and also a Croatian success story. So we can start with a short introduction of Terra. Terra is founded as a joint venture of the Josip Juraj Strossmayer University of Osijek and the city of Osijek, also Osijek-Baranja County. Terra connects science and economy and ensures infrastructural, financial, and consultancy support to innovative and technology projects. It aims to develop a knowledge-based economy by using new and improved technologies, create conditions for a quick and successful transformation of research results and innovations into competitive products, and also encourage international transfer and development of SMEs. Terra provides business support in all aspects of business operation, especially business planning, business internationalization, funding, and intellectual property management. And now we can say something about Terra's EU project management. The projects Terra is currently participating in are some of these. Terra is a member of the Enterprise Europe Network and representative at the State Intellectual Property Office and the European Union Intellectual Property Office, as well as a member of the EN IP Help Desk Ambassador Program and a partner of the Latin America IP SME Help Desk. Since 2021, Terra has been a fully operational digital innovation hub that provides companies with the possibility of enhancing the competitiveness concerning their business or production processes. And what Terra did within the KET4CP project, we can see on the next slide. So as a part of the KET4CP consortium, Terra participated and was involved in the dissemination activities. Terra also helped with development of 9 technology requests that were submitted from 7 national SMEs. We were responsible for success story video development for 30 written success stories on platform. We developed 1 training page for EN partners and attract 7 new EN members from Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina. And now something more about the Croatian success story. So the company Bor Plastica is a manufacturing company that produces a wide spectrum of products made from thermoplastics, in particular a range of wastewater treatment devices. Some of the products they produce are pools, tanks, equipment for winemakers, waterproof septic tanks, biological purifiers, grease and oil separators, and so on. While the company is continually improving production technology, its team of experts is also developing new types of wastewater treatment devices for different kinds of wastewaters. And now we can see how Terra helped Bor Plastica in this process. As Terra's EN client, Bor Plastica participated in all kinds of events like Be the Role Model, which is an international exhibition of innovations, prototypes, and business plans, and the Investor Day and Brokerage event in Venice on key enabling technologies. At the Be the Role Model, Bor Plastica won the Grand Prix for the best innovation named Static Fluid Mixer. The company participated in Investor Day, which allowed them to establish contacts with potential investors and cooperation partners. The company used this opportunity to meet representatives of leading research organizations in Central Europe, to present, to discuss, and to exchange ideas about challenges and how innovative technologies can tackle those challenges. So all these preparations, helping and mentoring brought to the development of the idea for improving their current technology. After that, Terra presented them opportunities within KET4CleanProduction and offered them help in writing technology request or technology request preparation and help in applying for the microgrant. Due to that, the company got the opportunity for collaboration with major technology centers in the EU, and now we can see their success story.
Yes, we will play.
The company offers a wide array of products made of thermoplastics, and its core business activity is the manufacture of wastewater treatment devices. Since we are using around 200 tons of thermoplastic per year, we need a new technology that would help us save on raw material and reduce the volume of the device while maintaining or improving its efficiency. We wanted to keep up with the technological development and introduce innovative processes into our production, but it was impossible to find big technological centers that would help us in Croatia. So we decided to apply for the KET4CleanProduction project. The KET platform allowed us to connect with 2 technological centers abroad who helped us introduce the moving bed biofilm reactor technology into our production process.
Modeling of wastewater treatment processes was our expertise used in KET4CP project. Modeling is widely used in this field and is very useful since the wastewater treatment processes are quite complex. Within the KET4CP project, modeling was used to assess how the wastewater treatment devices produced by Borplastica would change if MBBR technology is used, which means that small biomass plastic carriers are introduced into their devices for wastewater treatment. With the models, we have predicted and compared with conventional activated sludge process different parameters, for example, the quality of the effluent, the volumes of the reactors, the sludge production, the air supply, and so on.
The uniqueness of our approach was the composition of the materials used to fabricate the biocarrier. The surface of the biocarrier, which can be greatly influenced by its material composition, is a very important factor for the performance of the MBBR. By replacing part of the biocarrier composition with nanocellulose instead of polymer, this approach enables not only a more ecological friendly solution by reducing the use of petroleum-based materials, but also their recyclability due to enhancement of the reinforcement of the carrier. At INL, we fabricate and characterize nanocellulose-based composites to enhance biofilm processes. These hybrid composites would be able to give a solution to the dependency of petroleum plastics in the fabrication of the MBBR carriers, which will allow a more eco-friendly and recyclable fabrication of these components involved on the MBBR technology. By introducing MBBR technology, Borplastica would save on raw materials, water, energy consumption, as it will reduce the volume of the decide testing, while the efficiency of the device would remain the same or better than before. In addition, the thermoplastic reinforcement with nanocellulose will not only address environmental issues, but it also will improve the mechanical properties and the recyclability of the carriers.
We wish to have an opportunity to continue the work with more experiments in larger reactors. For the modeling, this would bring new data to validate and to improve the model, as well as to optimize the process reactors.
It was very interesting to cooperate with the SME and with the TCs. And actually, we are still working with them regarding the simulation process to evaluate the developed MBBR process performance.
The Technology Center's employees were always available and ready to answer all our questions about the project implementation. Since we are currently cooperating with them on other projects, I would say that we are more than happy with them.
And now we can sum up their developed projects. So their main goal was to improve the current technology for the fabrication of the wastewater treatment plants by incorporating MBBR technology into their manufacturing capability. These improvements would offer a competitive advantage on the market, and such devices consume less electricity, achieve better purification results, and have better impact on the environment. And what after the end of the pilot project? Can we proceed to the next slide? So after the pilot project, a company and the TCs are maintaining good relationships, and they are currently working on simulation studies, evaluation, and testing of the developed project, and they all are hoping for a possible future cooperation on other projects. So that will be all from Terra side. If you have any questions, please write them in chat. Yeah, that was the last slide. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Elisabetta, for your input. And now we can continue to the last part of the presentation about the collaboration between SMEs and the technology center. So how does it work? So thank you, Tomasz. You can start with your presentation.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Also, thank you to Elisabetta for a very nice introduction. For a very nice introduction of the success story. I represent Josef Stefan Institute. That is the major national research and technology center in Slovenia with more than 1,000 employees and more than 700 researchers that are covering 3 major pillars: physics and nuclear technology, chemistry, biochemistry, new materials, and environmental sciences. And then the 3rd pillar, electronics and information technologies. So I will be presenting the collaboration between SMEs and Technology Center on behalf of Josef Stefan Institute that was actually acting in a dual role as a technology center and EEN partner. So probably this is also the reason why Institute was so successful in the project, supporting 13 SMEs from 4 EU countries to receive microgrant for technology transfer and for R&D services of technology centers that have been coming from 7 different countries. Alejandra, in the very beginning, she explained about the disparity of technology centers in some countries, and that the SMEs, they don't have the access to the services of the top technology centers. This is one fact. And the other, those SMEs have never worked with the professional research organizations in their existence. So they have had a unique opportunity to get the access to the services of technology centers. So why they haven't worked with the technology centers? The one reason is also simply they could not afford to pay their services with the market financial instruments because of the uncertainty of the outcome. So how then actually the collaboration between SMEs and technology centers started in the project? So the first step was that the SMEs submitted their technology request to the KET4CleanProduction platform. So this could be done in at least 3 different ways. Either SMEs directly submitted the technology request to the platform, or they were motivated and supported by EM partner in the region, or the 3rd version, you can see the 3rd way, the 3rd path you can see on the slide is that the technology centers contacted or visited SMEs for either virtual or on-site technology due diligence. So actually, technology centers also sometimes consulted SMEs to identify their technological needs and help them to draft the technology request. So afterwards, then SMEs submitted technology request to the KET2C platform to find the right partner for a collaborative project. So all these technology requests are actually immediately accessible to all technology centers partners of the KET4CleanProduction project. So all technology centers were then able to actually evaluate, discuss the received technology requests on the weekly meetings. This was kind of a manual matching tool between technology centers and the SMEs in the first phase of the project. That was at the end, or in the second phase, upgraded with the automatic matching tool. So on these weekly meetings, a KET4C facilitator volunteer was nominated to work with a particular SME, for example, to improve the quality of the submitted technology request, clarify and verify technology readiness level, and of course check if the beneficiary or the applicant complies with all eligibility criteria. So then the process and the collaboration between SMEs and the PCs proceeds with a preparation of the short list of expression of interest that they're submitted also to the platform. And SME was able to select with the support of the TC or the KET4C facilitator volunteer its preferred offered solution from the shortlist. So at least 2 technology centers were partnering with the SME, and they both then proceeded with SME to prepare and submit the microgrant proposal that included also the technology center services offers. And if the microgrant was approved, then the partnering technology center supported SME in preparing and signing the grant agreement with the project coordinator. And since this has been the first time they have been working, the SMEs, they have been working with technology centers, the top technology centers, I would say even the big professional organizations, they helped them to kick off the project, to assign the work to the partners and start the project. So then the second part of the collaboration was execution of the project. You can see that the activities that TC carry out during the project are to implement the task defined in the proposal, and then actually to transfer the technology, and not only to transfer the technology, to upgrade the production process or to design a production or technology process for a new product. Then they even train the SME on how to use key enabling technologies in the real industrial environment. So at the end of the 6 months project, TCs supported with the elaboration and implementation reports and success stories. So these both reports and the success stories were used for further communication and dissemination of the result. So, and the last one, so what we'll see in the future. So I already mentioned that the weekly KET facilitator meetings, like the manual or let's say physical or virtual meetings, were upgraded to the automatic tool. Alessandra also, in her opening presentation, she showed a different group of services that SMEs can access using the KET4CleanProduction platform. But most important, since we are talking about the EM partners who are actually working on the ground with the SMEs, they shall continue working with SMEs to get the stream of technology requests from the SMEs to the KET4CP platform, so that the platform would be alive in the sustainability phase, and it would provide a good collaboration tool for the future as well. So if you have any questions, please write it down to the chat box, or I can answer any questions then in the last part of the presentation or of the event. Thank you.
Microphone.
Thank you, Tomasz, and all the speakers for the input. I will finish now the recording of the presentation.